This is AC 3.3. Today we will be focusing on this class and the next class. We are having two classes for the completion of task number 4. After that, I will be having a combined class that is going to be the last class for this course, and we will be doing task 3 and task 4 today. This states assess the impact of technology on both oral and written communication. In general, if we think or we have a thought on it, that what is the impact of technology on oral and written communication? In written communication, it can help us and it actually helps you people too when you do the assignments. You can easily find the article, journals, or the material for the answers from the internet easily. And even for the oral too. When I'm going to conduct your presentations too, you are going to find details or even you can find a demo presentation on the internet. Everything is available there. There are websites which are paid. You have to pay or you have to buy the subscriptions on it, and literally they can do your work on your own behalf. Oral communication. Now, this refers to the process of conveying information, thoughts, ideas through the spoken words. This mode of communication involves the direct interaction between the individuals using verbal elements such as speech, tone, pitch, and non-verbal elements like body language and gestures. You people should be way too clear between the verbal and non-verbal elements of the oral communication because this is what I'm going to judge you people when I'm going to conduct your presentations also because they're going to be individual. You people are going to give me the individual presentations. So I'll be focusing on that what is your tone, how you are conveying your thoughts. Everything is going to be noted down there. Oral communication can take various forms, including face to face conversations, meetings, presentations, interviews, and telephonic discussions. It is characterized by immediate feedback, allowing for the real time clarification and understanding between the communicators. Even now, we are doing the oral communication, and you people are understanding me. That is why you're responding me at the time. Now, this is an example. In a business setting, for example, imagine a team spread across different locations, relying on a video conferencing tools for regular meetings. We can take the example of our class as well. We are not doing the video call, but we are on the voice calls. The impact of technology is evident in the seamless communication despite geographical distances. That is true. Two people are in the Saudi, I'm in Pakistan. Team members can share the screens, collaborate on documents in real time, and engage in the discussion such as the just as they would in a face-to-face meeting. That is the key. Without showing our faces, you people are my students, I'm the teacher. So we can have a good conversations. This enhances the efficiency, reduces the travel cost, and promotes the effective teamwork. We are studying remote. I'm teaching you remotely, and you people are studying remotely. That is what uh, things goes on when you're working remotely and efficiently at the same. Now the written communication. So this involves the transmission of information, ideas, or the messages through written symbols, words, or text. This form of communication is static and typically does not allow for the immediate interaction between the sender and receiver. Obviously, I'm typing a message and I make slides for you people 1 week before the commencement of the classes. But you people see them on the day of the class. So this is how the written communication works. Now, this can take various forms, including mails, letters, reports, memos, manuals, and text messages. It relies on the written and word to convey the intended message, and the interpretation is based solely on the content present. Unlike oral communication, written communication provides a permanent record that can be referenced over time. That is, when you write something, we can use that later on as well. We can take out the printouts, we can take the pictures from the cam scanner, we can save that as a document, and it can be used on many purposes. For example, consider an organization using project management software to coordinate tasks and share information among the team members. The use of collaborative platforms allows for the real-time updates, file sharing, and instant messaging. This enhances the efficiency of written communication, ensuring that all stakeholders are on the same page and have the access to the latest information. The tech facilitates a transparent and organized flow of written communication, contributing to streamlined project execution. Now, from here, the content, or you can say the main lecture starts again. After the introduction of the main topic, now we are going to discuss the points. Impact of technology on the oral communication. Negative aspects. Now, these things were in your indicative content. You won't find the exact question in your course outline, but you are going to find the content which is related to the question from the indicative content. So I have added that in the slides. Over reliance on technology at meetings and presentation. With the prevalence of technology, individuals may become overly dependent on electronic devices during the meetings or presentations. This over reliance can hinder the natural flow of communication and engagement. That is, I have experienced this personally as well. I was quite good in the mathematics, but now I totally rely on the calculators. I don't know why. Like for the simplest calculations, even I just open my calculator, I do that on it. So this is what the worst impact of tech is on me. Potential for the stress. Technical issues such as malfunctioning equipment or connectivity problems can induce the stress and disrupt the smooth conduct of oral communication events. That is true. Whenever we are having disruption in Pakistan due to political instability, the internet connection gets disrupted. I'm not able to use the internet nor the YouTube, nor even conducting the classes is easy for me. Positive aspects, however, enhance clarity of information. Tech such as audio-visual aids can enhance the clarity of information by providing visual representations, graphs, and multimedia elements that complement spoken words. I remember when I went to the university in my first semester, everything was quite new for me because that's an upgrade from your secondary level education to the higher level education. There, whenever my teacher used to teach me something from the topics which were in my economics, I used to search that when I used to go to the library, then I used to search that on the YouTube, that specific topic. And I used to learn from the videos, from the YouTube videos, that what is actually my teacher was saying or what the topic was through the graphical representation. Because economics is all about graphs, statistics, that is well. So this is a key point for you people. Whenever you think you have a problem, just go onto YouTube, just write that terminology, and you are going to find thousands of videos, whether it is going to be animated one, it is going to be a real life one, but it is definitely going to help you out. Reinforcement of messages. Tools like presentation software, videos, or interactive multimedia can reinforce the key messages, making them more memorable for the audience. That is, I'm talking right around, I was discussing some incident with you people, and I can show you through that video as well. And right now, even I can insert a video over here in the PowerPoint. Do have a feature in it. Accessibility. Technology can facilitate communication with a broader audience, allowing for remote participation in meetings or presentations through video conferencing and online collaboration tools. Accessibility. Zoom app is accessible for you and for me as well. I prefer Microsoft Teams, but there is a general phenomena for this organization. We use Zoom for the presentations, for the meetings as well. Impact of technology on written communication. First, we discussed the oral. Now, we are going to discuss the written one. Potentials for miscommunication. Over reliance on electronic communication, such as emails for messaging apps, may lead to misinterpretation of tone and intent, as nonsense conveyed through verbal cues are absent. I remember in my seventh class, there were students, my fellow colleagues, they used to write jargon language, like the spelling of you is YOU when you write in the text form. But they were so addicted to the phone at that time too, they used to write only you, small u, while writing the English essays. So this was quite highlighted in my class, and till now I remember that event. Whatsoever, even you are using WhatsApp, Bitmon, or Snapchat, Instagram, try to write it in a proper way. I do understand we're typing in a hurry. We want to make things less time taking, or you used to like we definitely do the voice recordings too, but try to write in a proper way, in a proper manner. There are at least ethics for the online communication as well. Information overload. The constant influx of emails and notifications can lead to information overload, making it challenging for the individuals to prioritize and absorb essential written communication. Positive aspects of it. Efficiency and speed. Technological tools enable rapid and efficient written communication, allowing for the quick dissemination of the information and timely responses. It's in a flash of light, what we can call it. Yeah, flash of light. Whatever I write over here, even in the chat box, you people see it in the blink of an eye. That is what the efficiency and speed is all about for the internet. Global connectivity. Technology facilitates certain communication across borders, fostering the global connectivity and collaboration. Virtual teams can work together seamlessly through various digital platforms. That is, again, Zoom, WhatsApp, Microsoft Teams, Slack. There are so many options. Documentation and record keeping. Electronic communication allows for the easy documentation and archiving of the written exchanges, providing a digital trail for the future references. Even if you know the Truecaller app, if there is a person who is an unknown person is calling you on your number, you can trace their locations and their names as well from that particular app. Examples for the oral and written communication. For the negative aspect, during a crucial business presentation, technical issues with the projector disrupt the flow, causing frustration and hindering effective communication. Sometimes my laptop and my mouse and the cursor get stuck. So I have to restart the meeting again and again, and that is the most glitching thing which I think while teaching disrupts me. Positive impact on the written communication. An international team collaborates on a project using shared online documents and communication platforms, overcoming the geographical barriers. No matter where wherever you are sitting, we can do that sharing of the documents from one area to another. In conclusion, while technology introduces challenges, its positive impact on oral and written communication is evident in its ability to enhance clarity, accessibility, and efficiency, ultimately contributing to the effective communication in diverse contexts. So, this was the whole scenario through which we discussed assessment criteria 3.3. Example, according to positive impact, imagine a multinational corporation conducting a virtual town hall meeting using advanced video conferencing technology. Employees from different regions join the meeting seamlessly, enabling the CEO to deliver a clear and impactful message. The technology enhances oral communication by providing a platform for face to face interactions, fostering a sense of unity and shared vision among employees worldwide. Additionally, the meeting is recorded, allowing those who couldn't attend in real time to catch up later, promoting inclusivity. That is, right now, if any of my candidate is not able to attend, like Nada is gone for prayer, she can resume this meeting from 19 minutes onward and can go through the lecture again. Then we have the example for the negative impact. It's a continuation of that same scenario. Consider a scenario where a crucial client presentation heavily relies on technology. The presenter encounters technical issues leading to disruptions and stress during the presentations. The negative impact is evident as the reliance on technology becomes a barrier rather than an aid. That is, it is going to be a hurdle, an obstacle rather than a helping tool. This emphasizes the importance of contingency plans and ensuring that technology enhances rather than hinders effective oral communication. No matter what, we do have drawbacks, but again, we have to abide by it that it has lots of benefits with it. Now, the example for the written communication. In a corporate setting, collaborative project management tools such as Slack or Microsoft Teams enable the real time communication through written messages. Like in the Microsoft Teams, we can have literally folders dedicated to the specific courses and subjects. There you can find the assignments, um, slides, everything is there. It is so easy to use and so convenient. Okay, communication through written messages. This positively impacts written communication by providing a centralized platform for the discussions, file sharing, and quick updates. The ability to communicate synchronously enhances productivity and collaboration among the team members. How? How this all happens? Because when we're using any app like Zoom, Slack, Microsoft Teams, we people are united. From wherever you are, we are working on the same level, on the same ground. So the data accessment is quite easy there. Now we're going to have the example for the negative impact on the written communication. Consider a situation where the critical project deadline is jeopardized due to a server outage outage in the organization's email system. The negative impact of technology on written communication becomes evident as the team faces delays in sending and receiving crucial project related information. Like, I don't remember whether we did the subject with you people or not, the consumer relationship management and the CRM, which was we used to have a system which is going to be between the organization, and that system is like it gets help in connecting all of the computers and systems together, and we can access the information in what we see they are doing good things. This emphasizes the need for robust IT infrastructure to ensure seamless written communication. These real life scenarios illustrate both the positive and negative impacts of technology on both oral and written communication, which is in a professional environment. So, we did the complete AC 3.3 in detail with the real life scenario as well. Now, we will be doing the assessment criteria 3.4. This is the last one for today's class. Review conventions you have used for written communication. First, in this, again, you have to focus on the command verb, that is the review, and then the what the question is asking. It is asking the conventions which we use in the written communication. First, we will discuss that what conventions are, and then we will going to relate that with the written communication. Conventions in communication refer to the established norms, practices, and the rules that guide the way individuals and groups communicate with each other. Now, in many groups in the schools, university, wherever, even in the working environment, we are having certain kinds of groups, and we are having our own language, or you can say, way of language, the way we communicate. Like in a friends of which is having a group of four people, there is always a combination that one is quite a naughty one is quite a simplest person, and the other two are quite in the middle or the neutral ones. So we always enjoy the company in that manner. These conventions help ensure that messages are conveyed clearly, effectively, and appropriately in the different contexts. Now, here are some common conventions in the communication. So, till now, you guys are clear that what the term convention means. These are all the norms, practices, rules, and regulations that it helps us to guide the way a single person or a group they communicate with each other. Language and tone. Use of appropriate language based on the audience and the context. Adopting a tone that matches the purpose of communication, for example, formal, informal, persuasive, etc. When you people are presenting a presentation in an auditorium, the tone of your language is going to be quite formal and sweet at the same time. And when you people are just normally talking with the friends, which are quite best friends for you people, then obviously it is going to be quite informal and slang. At the same time, clarity and conciseness, conveying messages in a clear and straightforward manner, avoiding the unnecessary complexity and being concise in communication. That is, not exaggerating a lot and a lot. My slides, each and every point, they do have an explanation, plus I do provide the examples. In this way, I complete my way. But when you people have to write the assignments, you have to exaggerate each and everything. This is what the purpose of you people is to write according to the command verb and suggested evidence. Active listening. Actively engaging with the speaker, providing feedback and demonstrating understanding, avoiding interrupting and allowing the speaker to express their thoughts. Like after the completion of my first assessment criteria, I asked you people whether everything is clear and you responded me promptly on time. So this was active listening. Nonverbal communication, understanding and using nonverbal cues such as body language, facial expressions, and the gestures, being aware of the impact of nonverbal signals on the overall message. That is, some people they try to move their hands, some people try to move their feet, or these are all the body gestures. Respect and courtesy, showing respect for the other opinions even if they differ, using polite language and courteous behavior in interactions. When you people are talking formally or you are in a formal meeting too, you have to be quite courteous talking to even if someone is younger than you. Why? Because it is a part of ethics. Feedback. Providing constructive feedback that is specific and actionable, being open to receiving the feedback and using it for the improvement. You have done something and the people they're commenting on the presentation, for example. Then You don't have to take that as a disgrace or demotivation. You have to take that as a feedback and you're going to improve yourself. Cultural sensitivity, considering cultural differences on communication styles and norms. Avoid language or the action that may be offensive in particular cultural context. Now, in this again, um, some people are of a different background. Even um, I have a student of level 5. I won't name him, but whenever I talk to him, he always starts to give me examples of his country food. And it is quite, you can say, the conversation always leads to disruptions and disagreements between me and him. So it is quite difficult to tackle that situation, but somehow, obviously, the teacher, she has the ability to tackle every kind of situation which is encountered by his student. Correct use of technology, following proper etiquette when using communication technologies like emails, text, video calls, etc. In general, many people don't even know how to write an email. So these are the general guidelines. If you people have to use the technology, so you should have to learn the ethics as well, etiquettes as well. Being mindful of the appropriate platform for the different types of messages. Meeting etiquette, conflict resolution, and professionalism. Starting and ending the meetings on time. That is, in general, my class timing is always at 8 p.m. Pakistani time. And at that time in Saudi, this is 6 p.m. Pakistani time. So mostly I start my meeting, most of the time, I start my meeting exactly at 8 p.m. And my pretty students, mostly Ikra and Nada, they always join in time. Like literally 8 to 1, that is 6 1, 6 2. They're in the class. So that is the basic etiquette of the class. The teachers, they don't have to wait for a longer period of time. Allowing everyone to have a chance to speak and express their opinions. That is, we should always start with salam, um, or hi. These are the general gestures, okay? Then how you are feeling in general, talking the weather, we can discuss the weather, we can discuss different courses, and then we can jump up to the course or to the lecture. This way you won't get bored, and this way we can have a bond in which you can freely tell me that where you are having a problem. I remember in even my school time, my maths teacher in 7th class, Sarfada, we used to feel so, you can say, bound, and the environment was so fussy, you can say, that we were not even able to convey that we haven't understood a single part of his lecture. And those classes, if somebody encounters those kinds of teachers, it has a very bad impact in your later life too. Conflict resolution, using effective communication to resolve conflicts. If there is something, a problem between two students, the teacher, they should act quite wisely. They should listen both of the students and try to commute that as soon as possible. Seeking common ground and understanding different perspectives. That is again, not listening to one, listening to both of the candidates. Professionalism. Maintaining a professional demeanor in both written and spoken communication. That is, whether we are conveying written in a written way, in a report writing, or you people are giving me presentations, I should be quite formal in it. Adhering to the company or industry specific communication standards. Now, each and every organization, specifically multinational, they are having their own way of communication. Some people, they conduct annual AGMs, that is the annual general meeting after every year. Some people conduct meetings after every 6 months. So this is the way of communication that specific organization holds. These are formal reports. Again, structured format with the sections like introduction, methodology, findings, and conclusion. Use of formal language, avoiding colloquial expressions like ooh, e, and making the faces at the same time. Often includes headings and subheadings. Informal reports, more flexible structure, may contain bullet points, lists, and shorter paragraphs. Language is more conversational and less formal. Then we have emails and letters, brief and to the point, includes a salutation and closing. Tone varies based on the relationship with the recipient. These are the way through which we conduct these things. Email is this is how we read. Even in the subject line, we always write um, name, your enrollment number, your course outline, your degree name. Letters, formal structure with the sender's and recipient address, date, salutation, body, and closing. Formal language, especially in the professional or the business letters. We have to be way too formal. Text, short and concise, often includes abbreviations or the informal language. Like in general, if I discuss the key performance indicator, I write KPI to make it more easy. Just in time, the abbreviation is JIT. Quick and direct communication. Be very fluent and quick and easy. Now, these are points from the indicative content points. Conventions for all written communication. Conventions for all written communication. I already told you people that what conventions are. These are the general etiquettes, rules, guidelines, which we have to focus whether we are as a single person, single entity, or working or talking in a group. Greetings and sign off. Formal letters and emails usually start with a greeting, for example, Dear Mr. Smith, respected sir and madam, like that. And you have to focus on the colons as well. That is 66 and 99. Here it is. I used to remember like this. These are the colons. Okay. The closing should match the formality of the communication. For example, sincerely for the formal letters, best regards for the emails. These are the differences between both of them. Whenever we are closing the email, you always have to write best regards, XYZ name. That's it. In the letters, sincerely, your obediently, XYZ name, signature. Tone. Appropriate tone depending on the context and audience. Politeness and clarity are essential. Sometimes in some lectures, the teacher get quite disrupted due to the behaviors of the candidates. They're not even responding sometimes, nor in this class, the other candidates. So what happened is ultimately my tone, it gets harsh. I don't know how, but it gets. And from the next time, what happened is the candidates, they are on time as well. Plus, then we are having punctuation and grammar. Proper use of punctuation, that is commas, periods, etc., time, slogans, colons, and the correct grammar. He, she, it, they, and everything. Everything should be, you can say, in a proper manner. If you ever have a problem in a grammar or punctuation, do or you can, I'd recommend a book that is called Wren and Martin. This is the writer, and you can gonna get the book as well from the name Brennan Martin. This is the best book, which literally helped me from my fourth class till now. First or third person. Formal documents may use a third person. For example, this report discusses. The person is not there who made the report, but we are going to evaluate that according to it. This report, this article says like that. Informal or personal communication may use the first person. For example, I recommend. That is when you people write your assignments. I always try to convey you people to add a conclusion or a recommendation part. That is, it's going to be your opinion. It is your paper, right? It is your authority to write whatever you feel like. I recommend this or not. What you feel, you have to write that. Now, these were the only points which were mentioned in your indicative content. So these were only four. These conventions help ensure effective and professional written communication. Now we will be doing a little bit of real life scenario for it. Written communication conventions in the workplace. In a corporate setting, that is organization, written communication plays a crucial role in conveying information, maintaining professionalism, and building effective relationships. In a corporate sector, we people can not only work, we have to make a space for the fun as well. If you're so formal all the time, it gets quite difficult for the person to even enjoy the work, to enjoy the environment. They won't feel that much motivated if we are going to nor give them a free time, free space, parties, lunch. Scenario: email correspondence in a professional setting. Context: you are an employee in a multinational company and your team collaborates on the projects with the members located in different offices worldwide. Keep in mind, you're only an employee which is working in a multinational company, and the head office, the compartment office, they are located in various cities, countries. Email is a primary mode of communication for the routine updates, project coordination, and information sharing. I told you beforehand that every organization, specifically the multinational, they do have a communication method. They rely on certain apps and tools like this organization. For the students and the candidates and the teachers, we use Zoom app, right? So this is a communication method for this organization. And for this example one, they are totally relying on the email. Now, these are the conventions which are going to be applied on it. Formal reports. When presenting the projects, updates, or summaries, the team adheres to a formal report structure, including an introduction, main content, and conclusion. Informal reports for the internal discussions or the quick updates with the board of members and the managers. Team members utilize informal reports with a more conversational tone, focusing on key points without a rigid structure. That is, in the formal, we are only going to convey that these, blah, blah, these are the points. But in the informal, we have to discuss things. That is why it is called informal. We're going to have a two-way communication. Emails. Email communication is the backbone of the daily interactions. Messages are concise, addressing specific topics, and utilizing a professional tone as well for the specific organization. Letters. Occasionally, formal letters are drafted for the external stakeholders, clients, or the partners. These letters adhere to standard formatting and language conventions as well. Like we are having a set of, you can say, a template for the formal and informal letters, which we have to send to the external stakeholders because they are the people who are doing the investment in your organization. That is why the clients, the consumers, and for your peer groups, partners, the template is going to be different. Text. While the texts are not the primary means of professional communication, they are used for the urgent matters or quick notifications among the team members, maintaining brevity and clarity. Now, again, the text should be quite clear. They should not hold any sort of ambiguity or, you know, um, gaps between it. Key elements, again, the same points, but with the example. Greetings and sign off. Formal emails begin with a professional greeting such as dear, that is the recipient, or hello, the team members. Sign offs include standard expression like best regards, kind regards, or sincerely. Tone. The tone is consistently professional, maintaining a balance between friendliness and formality. You're not going to be so much free or so much formal. You have to be maintaining an equilibrium between both of it. Punctuation and grammar. Emails are meticulously proofread or to ensure correct punctuation. That is, you have to reread it again and again. Why? Because it is a formal way of communication. Grammar and spelling contributing to clarity and professionalism. Where to use capital letters, where to use smaller letters, how to end it, how to start an email. First or third person, depending on the context. Emails and reports may use the first person, that is I, we, or third person. These are the grammar terminologies. The team, the company, the group, these are the perspectives of it. Lastly, we are having the benefits for it. Effective written communication fosters clarity and understanding. Again, very easy to understand. If the communication, whether these are the slides or something, they are quite easy to understand, then you can absorb the lecture. You can absorb the lecture and you can do the assignment easily. Adherence to the conventions ensures a professional image of the company. That is, you're having a specific rule for your organization that these are the standards through which we are going to commute. Whether we have to commute with a client, with our supplier, this is the goodwill of that organization. Consistent use of language and tone contributes to a positive and cohesive team culture. Definitely, it motivates us. Lastly, this is the last slide. In this scenario, the application of the conventions in written communication tailored to different formats and purposes contributes to efficient collaboration, project success, and the maintenance of the professional work environment. That's it. These are the references.